Hi, welcome back. And today I will talk about the types of analysis. Let's go for the first one, fundamental analysis. So Forex fundamental centers mostly around the currency's interest rate. Other fundamental factors are included such as gross domestic product, inflation, manufacturing, economic growth activity. However, whether those other fundamental releases are good or bad is of less importance than how those releases affect the country's interest rate. So another type is the technical analysis. So for technical analysis, Forex technical analysis involves looking at patterns in the price history to determine the higher probability time and place to enter and exit a trade. As a result, Forex technical analysis is one of the most widely used types of analysis. Since Forex is one of the largest and the most liquid markets, and the movement on the chart from the price action generally gives clues about hidden levels of supply and demand. Other pattern behaviors such as which currencies are trending the strongest can be obtained by reviewing the price chart. Other technical studies can be conducted through the use of the indicators. Many traders prefer using indicators because the signals are easy to read and it makes Forex trading simple. So all indicators are lagging. A lagging indicator is a financial sign that becomes apparent only after a large economic shift has taken place. Therefore, lagging indicators confirm long-term trends, but they do not predict them. Other lagging indicators are economic measurements, such as the gross domestic product (GDP), the consumer price index (CPI), and the balance of the trade. These indicators differ from leading indicators such as the retail sales and the stock market, which is used to forecast and make predictions. So what are those lagging indicators? An example of lagging indicators is the moving average crossover because it occurs after a certain price move has already happened. Technical traders use a short-term average closing above a long-term average as confirmation when placing buy orders, since it suggests an increase in the momentum. And the drawback of using this method is that a significant move may have already occurred, resulting in the trader entering a position too late. So let's say the moving average. Some people may be using it wrongly. They will use it like the moving average close over, then you will do, okay, this is a buy, this is a sell. But actually, moving average is tools that if you can't identify the trend very clearly, then you may use a moving average. When you use a moving average, you may see the trend very clearly. This I will talk in another class, especially about the moving average. So what is the price action? So price action trading is a discipline of making all of the trading decisions from a straight down or the naked price chart. This means no lagging indicators outside of maybe a couple moving average to help identify a dynamic support and resistance areas and trend. So all financial markets generate data about the movement of the price of markets over varying of time, and this data is displayed on the price chart. So actually, for what we said about the indicators, it is actually the tools. We can't rely on the indicators to do the trade setup. We can only use it as tools. When you use it as a tools, maybe just the moving average or the support resistance or even the trend, then you can do your price action trading more successfully. So what is the price actions? The price charts reflect the beliefs and the actions of all participants, so trading a market during a specified period of time, and these beliefs are portrayed on the market price on the form of price action. While economic data and other global news events are the catalysts for the price movement in the market, and we don't need to analyze them to trade the market successfully. So this is quite different for the fundamentals traders. We are only doing for the technical side, and we'll only study the charts, but maybe we'll stop trading on the non-farm payroll day, which is every month first Friday, NFP. So the reason is pretty simple. All economic data and world news that causes a price movement within the market is ultimately reflected through the price action of a market price chart. So actually the price action is we study the chart, previous history price, and we can be able to read the supply demand. So supply demand, if we be able to read the supply demand, we will know where to buy and where to sell, and when to buy and when to sell. So since the market price action reflects all variables affecting the markets for a given period of time, using the lagging price indicators like the stochastic, MACD, RSI, and others is just a flat waste of time. Price movement provides all the signals you will ever need to develop a profitable and high probability trading system. These signals collectively are called price action trading strategies, and they provide a way to make sense of the market price movement and help predict its future movement with the high enough degree of accuracy and give you a high probability of the trade. Strategy. So how exactly do we trade Forex with the price action? This really boils down to learning the trade price action setups or the patterns, confluence levels in the market. Normally we will be using the trend, how to draw a trend line, support resistance, or even the supply demand. Maybe some people will be using moving average as a tools. So this is the most. So the chart will be the naked price chart. So due to the repetitive nature of the market participants, the way they react to the global economic variables, the price action of the market tends to repeat itself. So we are study the various patterns, study the candlestick, study the charts. So these patterns are also called the price action trading strategies, and there are many different price action strategies traded many different ways. And these reoccurring price actions the setup reflect changes and continuation in the market settlements. The first thing you should be beginning price action trading is to take off all the crap on your charts. So get rid of the indicators, expert advisors, take off everything but the raw price chart. So this is an examples of a candlestick price action strategies. So since we are using candlestick charts, so we need to study all the candlestick. I will be doing the classes especially on the candlestick from very beginner for how to read the single candlestick and also the reversal continuation candlestick for some other classes. So you see this is the resistance and the pin bar reversal. If you can read the candlestick, you will know that this would be the possibility of the reversal, inside bar setup, the inside pin bar setup, and also the support and the resistance. So when the price reaches the resistance area or reaches the support area, it will be holding. So I will be doing classes on what is the support resistance, how to draw it, and how to use it to do the trade setup. Then this is another example, the pin bar at the 50% level, the support level. So if you know how to read the candlestick, know how to use the support resistance, supply demand, you will know how to trade and where to buy and where to sell more high probability. So in price action, we will learn to read the price, follow the dinosaur footprints, trade the imbalance. So is what I mean by the supply demand. Get to know at the end of the trend and buy low and sell high, make consistent profit by trading mechanical way of setup rules. So I will teach all this in every classes, from beginner to advanced, slowly, step by step. So see you in my next class.